defining your audience, so you have a ton of options to define your audience based on location, their age, their gender, language, relationship status, education level, their job title, what generation they're in, if they're parents, right? Even the age of their child, their political views, their behaviors online, and their interests, right? That's just some of the stuff that you can dive into in terms of the targeting, okay? So you're gonna build up your audience, and then you're gonna put your audience into these buckets, okay? Here's an example of the campaign that I did for the White Rock Home Show, okay? So this was a home show out in White Rock. Anyone attend this event? Mm-hmm. Oh, you did? Oh. Oh, cool, okay, excellent. So did you hear about it on Facebook? No. Oh, okay. Okay. So the goal here was to get people to attend the event, okay? We also ran ads to get people to become exhibitors for the event, but in this case, this campaign is to get people to buy tickets to attend the event. So what we did is I created these 5 buckets. My first bucket was people in White Rock, okay? Just White Rock. Anyone in White Rock, any age, it didn't matter. That was our first bucket. Our second one was people within Greater Vancouver who were into interior design. These are people who might actually drive out to White Rock to go to this event. Another one here was around home improvements, right? So people who are into home improvement and renovation, stuff like that. Another one here around gardening, people who are into gardening. And I used, these ones are all Greater Vancouver. Only that one was just White Rock, okay? And I did not include White Rock inside these campaigns because I was already blanketing White Rock with this one. And I didn't want to duplicate all the ads for them, right? And then I was trying to get creative with another ad set. So I chose HGTV, Home and Garden Television, right? And that was like by typing in actual HGTV as an interest and then all the TV shows. I researched all the TV shows on HGTV and all the names of all the hosts of those shows and so on, and kind of put them all inside there, all within Vancouver. I was trying to get really creative with that one. All right, so then we ran the campaign. And here is where I do my split testing, okay? And this is what you're asking about, Amir. So first thing you're gonna do is create what's called a control ad, okay? This is your control. This is the ad that you think is going to convert. Okay? You think this is the best guess of what you think is going to work. This was my best guess. Okay? So that's called the control. Okay? This, in the advertising world, you always have a control, which is what you're trying to beat. Then, right here, what I did is I created a variation of this. This ad is exactly the same as this ad. The only difference is this top text at the top here. So you see right here, I'm now using text B. Everything else is image A, call to action A, and so on. Okay? Now over here, this ad is exactly the same as this ad, except only the image is different. So I'm only using image B. Okay? On the very last one here, the only difference is the call to action at the bottom. So I start my control, and then I just test one element at a time. Okay? And that's how you create a split test. And that's what's going to help you optimize your ads. Now, if you want to get real crazy with this, you're going to do that 4 times per audience. Okay? Per audience.
You had 7 buckets.
So if you have 5 audiences and you do this process 4 times, what is that? That's 16 times 5. How many ads is that? Someone's good at math here. 9? Yeah, it was like 80 something, right? What is it, 86?
80.
80? 80? There we go. And I got the realtor in the room, all right? So then you end up having 80 ads. And that is how you're going to scale your Facebook ads campaign and get some real relevant traffic. Because what you're going to find when you run all this stuff is that in every one of your audiences, there's only going to be 1 or 2 ads that generate all the traffic. And then what you're going to want to do is, my recommendation is every 7 to 10 days, you're going to look at every one of those audiences, and you're going to find the top 4 ads, and those are your new controls. And then you're going to do the same process again.
You almost need a full-time person to do all of that for sure.
It does take, okay, I'll tell you, because I've been doing this for a long time, it takes 4 hours per week to do this. 4 hours. 4 hours.
But you know what you're doing.
You will know what you're doing after you do it for a while. The first time you do it, it's probably going to take you 24 hours. You know, like working all day, no sleep.
Please hire you.
You could hire a social media director. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, like, you know, I train people on how to do this for other businesses because most business owners don't want to do it. I'm telling you that this is how it's supposed to be done. You can do it yourself. As I said, when you get good at it, it's 4 hours a week. I've done it a lot. I know it's 4 hours. Okay, that's for 5 audiences, and you're gonna do. Yeah, if you do it 4 times. I mean, if you did it 3 is okay, kind of thing. Even at the very least, you just do it, you know, once. You know, I mean, that's only a few ads, but you know, if you know, it's better than nothing. You know, the other option is hire someone else to do it for you and just let them handle it for you. I would recommend if you're starting out, you know, and if you're, you know, a little bit, you're kind of getting what I'm saying here. I would recommend you start doing it on your own, you start getting it working, and then you bring on someone else. You say, hey, why don't you take this over? Because you already know it's converting, it's already working. Someone's going to manage it.
But learn it yourself.
You got to learn it, and at least you're understanding this enough to know that if you hire someone, this is what they should be doing for you. If you hire a Facebook manager and they're just putting in one ad, or they just put a bunch of random ads in there, you know, it's like you don't know why one of them won, right? Like now, out of these ones, which one do you think won? No, this is the explanation of this, right?
The one with the woman.
With the woman?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Woman? Yeah.
The one with the arrows.
No. This arrow is just explaining that this is what changed, right? Like if I went backwards, there was always an arrow, right? This, I'm just saying that I changed this, I changed this, I changed this. Anyways, here was the results, okay? You were right, okay? It was this one. But what was interesting about this, look what this one says, right? I just realized that this one also said it, but look what this one says. Do-it-yourself kitchen and bathroom plus decorating home ideas, right? So you guys know where I got that from? Doing a little bit of research, right? Look at this right there. And then look on Google, I Googled HGTV, look what it says right there. Right? So because I'm trying to be relevant to the HGTV audience, it worked, right? And I was just trying to, I was like Googling their website, like, okay, what do they say is the benefit of HGTV? And then as soon as I got there, right away I saw this. I'm like, okay, perfect, and I just use that. I swiped other copy for other ads just from their website, just looking at what does HGTV say, because that audience was HGTV, right? All right.
You got the best response from the ads on that one.
Yeah, this was the winning ad out of those 4, right? But had I not done that test, right? One is that if I would have just done 4 random ads, that would be okay, better than just doing 1 ad, 4 random ads, right? But by doing this, I learned something. I learned that people like that. DIY is what I think is the key word here, right? And I can continue changing it because now this is my winning ad. So now that becomes my new control. So in 7 to 10 days, when I'm going to refresh my ad. So what that means is I'm going to turn off the campaign and I'm going to create a whole new campaign. The reason why I do that, I find this, and I tested this a lot as a matter of fact. If you were to just take your campaign and after it runs for a while, you notice you get a spike in traffic and then it starts to trickle off, and then after a little while, you're getting very little traffic. I would take the exact same I duplicated the campaign. I didn't do anything else. So the traffic tapered off, and then I had my Facebook manager. All he did was replicate the campaign exactly, just turn that one off, do the exact same ads again, right? And then boom, spike of traffic, and then it trickled off, right? So you need to refresh your ads. You need to turn off the campaign, start a new one, you get a spike of traffic, it goes up and then goes back down, and then you do it again, right? But by doing it in this process, every week you learn something new about your audience, right? I have more examples for you.